This is Uthred and this is Conflict of Nations World War 3, Day 21, and I'm playing as Indonesia. So what's up, guys? It's been a while since the last time I vlogged my game in Conflict of Nations. So I already forgot how many episodes or how many days have I skipped recording. I just had some real life priorities that needs to be taken care of, but of course we always make it a point that we check the game to make sure that we are still alive and we are still on top of the game. So anyway, guys, let me give you an update in this game, and I will show you what the status of the game of my nation here. By the way, I'm playing as Indonesia, and at this point I already I've conquered most of the surrounding countries like the Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Singapore, and I currently have campaigns against India and Australia. Okay. Now, with regards to my campaign, my two ongoing campaigns, as you can see, half of Australia is still free. Half of Australia is still not yet conquered. So most of the conquered Australian lands are in the western Australian part. So um, I'm not really pushing too much, and you know I'm basically just taking my time. I don't intend to rush the game with Australia, because I know somehow that I already have the upper hand. So conquering Australia piece by piece, I guess, is the right decision here. I don't need to move all my troops here just to conquer, because with my I think my national guards are already sufficient to hold and conquer this continent. So um, right now I do have, let me give you the number of troops I have here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I do have a total of 15 units here in Australia. Um, Out of the 15 units I have 12 National Guards and 3 motorized infantries. And then I do have support also coming from 16 Task Force. The role of the 16 Task Force is to eliminate any Australian units that are close in the shore. So as you can see, most of the conquered territories are from the shore, because they can be reached by my task force, by my navy. So um and also I have support coming from my fighter wing. So this is the 29th fighter wing. So this fighter wing helps me in making sure that uh, or helps me in bombing units that has no AAs. So for example, this one, the 9th Armored Battalion, it is composed of one combat recon. It's a level 5 combat recon and a level 3 armored fighting vehicle. So um, I'm not gonna rush my troops to attack this, because if we will check the stats, I only have 6.7 attack points against vehicles against armored units, and this one has a defense of 13.1. So I'll probably overcome the enemy since I have higher hit points, but this will give me too many losses, irreplaceable losses, or not really irreplaceable, but I don't like losing too many troops. So the way to handle this anyway, since these are armored units, I'm not really concerned because he cannot capture any territories. So my plan here is to use my task force, I mean my fighter wing, to eliminate it from air, but I'll still have to be careful because I don't have strike fighters here. The planes I have are all air superiority fighters. The reason why we have air superiority fighters is we are preparing for an eventual battle with Germany, who has strike fighters. Based on the news, most of his units are strike fighters, so we're preparing for that. So anyway, I only have 7.2 damage, and this one has a air defense of up to 3.2. So I don't like taking too much damage, but we're certainly gonna go for it if needed. But for now, I'm gonna let him attack my conquered province of Tanami. Whatever he does, he won't be able to capture it, because only infantry units can capture provinces or territories. So let me jump this, and there you go. So okay, so that's it for Australia. Australia still has Sydney, Brisbane, Townsville, and so yeah, those three cities are still in his hands. So Sydney is an electronic city, while Brisbane is a component city, and then Townsville is a supply city. So with those cities, he's still able to he will still be able um, to mobilize units, motorized infantries or National Guards. He will still be able to mobilize those units. So okay, but eventually he will run out of resources, and I can pour in additional troops here if needed. So I think okay, another thing I can do is to send my task force here, and then send my National Guards to invade Sydney. So maybe we can do that. Okay, so let's do that. So we'll go for Sydney, and then I'm gonna order 2 National Guards from, let me check. Okay, so I have 3 here, 2 from Makassar. Okay, so I have 5 National Guards in Padang. So I'll use 2 to capture Sydney. So let's capture Sydney. So it will take 1 day and 7 hours for my 32nd National Guard Battalion to reach Sydney, and my task force will be there within 13 hours. So that will be enough time for me to clear Sydney of any Australian units. Okay, so that's it for Australia. Now let's move on to India. Now India started with, well, his territories expanded here from Bangladesh all the way to the borders of Pakistan. He also conquered Kashmir. So don't tell me this is Rogue State. Okay, no. Alright, so yeah, that's basically his borders, and he did not expand aside from taking those AI nations like Bangladesh and Kashmir. So we are now on the offensive, and I have three armies that is um, I've sent three armies to invade India, plus a support from the 18th Task Force and support from my 5th Fighter Wing, my air superiority. So, okay, we're gonna capture India, and that is for us to boost our resources, our capability to um, mobilize and to annex some cities. I'm planning to annex another city, but I'm not yet sure which one. So I think I need to ramp up on that project of annexation, because you know okay. Anyway, we're on the middle part of the game already, so I need to expand to annex more cities so I can improve my production. My electronics is at 4,025. My supplies is at 7,114. Components is at 5,755. My rare materials is at 3,200, and then my fuel is at 2,100. So I'm already maxing out my components and my supplies, electronics, and rare material production in my core, as well as my annex cities. But I'm no longer, upgrading production for fuel, because fuel is, I have abundance of fuel already. So let's check. Okay. Now, what city should we annex next? So I have Australia, so I can go for Australia. At least I can diversify my territories, and you know um, be able to secure mobilization in case that you know uh, we'll be facing Germany soon. Anyway, for India, so we have three armies here. So I have the 24th Anti-Air, composed of 10 units, the 9th Recon Division, and lastly the 7th Recon Division. So the 7th Recon will probably go to New Delhi, Jaipur, and then we're gonna go to Hyderabad and then Bangalore. So India is a big country, a big nation, and it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a while to conquer this huge land. But we have to set our army in motion so we can start our conquest. So as we move along, we're gonna leave national guards to our conquered cities. So once we captured Patna, I'm gonna leave two national guards then there, and my 8 total units will push through the interior of India. So this one, where will we go? So let's go here, waypoint. Okay, and then now this force here, the anti-air, will go south, go straight south all the way to Bangalore. So we're gonna capture Bangalore, then we'll rest there. Okay, let's just hope that we won't encounter serious resistance. My SAM launcher is damaged. and I can't afford to lose my SAM launchers. They're too important for me. They are my support um, in case of aerial attacks. And now this one, I'm still not sure whether I'm gonna go. Okay. Anyway, I have additional forces here. Okay, so I think this one will be good to conquer this part of India, the northern part, the borders of Nepal. So we're gonna go for this. Okay, anyway, let's finish this up first. So that's the plan for India. Okay, now let's visit our partner here, our ally, si Ayman. So Ayman is almost done with China, still swallowing up the rest of it. China is too big as a nation, so it's gonna really take time for you to conquer it. China, and also there are still Mongolian forces um, in the northwestern part of China, and he is also at war with Russia. So, but things are silent with Russia, and Russia is busy fighting Germany. Okay, so Germany is very systematic when it comes to his attack. Look at this. So he moves proportionally, and he is very strategic. So he will capture a city and then he will hold it. But this one is an important city that he needs to capture. I think he's on his way here, but he needs to capture Volgograd if he wants to secure this piece of territory here and cut off the Russian lands here in Georgia. Okay, Moscow has been captured, so okay, so Germany will push through. Okay, um, Bolivia is now an ally, so Bolivia has, you know, Bolivia is a good player. Let's check his stats. Bolivia is now the top player of the game, overtaking Germany and Italy, and he is now part of the Saxon Raiders. So let's check his profile. He is a rank 13 specialist second class, and his kill death ratio is 1.38. So only 22 units against other players and lost 16. So most of his battles are against AIs. Okay, now we have conquered lots of countries here and is pushing north also. Pushing north into Mexico. So okay, so my ally Lord of Ice will be having domination in South America while also pushing through Central America. I think Cuba is also a good target after Mexico, while Iman is continuing his push in the interior of the United States. So we have the US here crumbling, and he still has New York as well as Chicago and St. Louis in the interior. So okay, the US have left the game, so I'm not sure if he will be able to come back here, but it's still possible to come back. Okay, Ayman has just scattered single units scattered across the continent, across the United States. So um, yeah, Ayman needs to be very careful in sending his troops. Um, I really don't agree in this type of commands wherein you will direct your forces automatically. Um, I only do this if I am sure that there are no more troops in their final destination or in the cities that they will be occupying. Also, I do this if I have huge stacks. So if I have a stack of 10 units or more 5 units or whatever, as long as they are strong, and I'm confident that they will be able to eliminate whatever units there are in a particular province, then I'm gonna do this. But if I'm only sending one infantry, I'm gonna refrain from doing this, mainly because an infantry who's on the attack mode will not win against an infantry who is on a defensive mode. Even with National Guards, an infantry will have difficulty winning if the National Guard is on defensive while the infantry is in offense. But that will depend on the level, of course. So, for example, here, the problem here is if your unit reaches, let's say, Santa Fe, and there's a garrison there of one infantry, then this lone infantry here will be destroyed. So if whenever I have this type of this like what I'm doing in Australia, my strategy here is to send them. I will send them close to, like for example here, I'm gonna send it close to the center of the province. And if there's an enemy there, I'm not gonna attack it. So I'm gonna move it to another province. But if there's none, then I'm gonna capture it. So I really monitor the game diligently. Here you go. So we have captured Alice Springs. So I always make sure that I monitor the game diligently. So I think I need to annex one more. I think I will annex this city, Alice Spring. It has level 2 army base, so I can utilize this. At the same time, I need to improve my rare materials because I need to do some research. So lots of research. Also, I'm planning to use stealth ASF to counter the strike fighter wing that Germany has. So stealth ASF will cost, let me check. Okay. So production includes rare materials as well as um, electronics. So I need to expand my electronics production as well as my rare materials. So should we go for this now? Let's see. Can I annex this? Okay, I can do it now. Okay. Also, oh no, not yet. I have another plan. Okay, give me back my resources. So yeah, I forgot. So I'm gonna mobilize my first elite officer. So let's see. So there, I have enough resources now to cover for my naval officer. So we're gonna select that. Okay, so we got the naval officer now in the queue. It's gonna take some time though. Okay, let's do some troop count. So Lord of Ice has 119 units. Indonesia has 112. Okay. And then Japan has 47. Okay. So okay. Okay, so we're gonna go for the naval officer. but it will take 19 more hours because I'm currently mobilizing frigate here. So this will be for my fourth uh, task force, and I think this one will be used um, further. I'm gonna send my navy further to project my power outside my region. So yeah, I think I'll have to push for the annexation. I need to annex cities. I only have 2 annexed cities right now, and I need more. So 4,000, okay, 3,000. Okay, let's see how it will go. But yeah, so we're gonna annex Alice Springs and make it as make it a um, an annex city. So okay, all right. Now let's check Germany. So Germany is at war with Russia. Let's check this. So at war with Russia, and then Italy, Sri Lanka, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Egypt. So he is now, you know, that's too far from your region, man. So you're exposing yourself too much against multiple enemies. So you're currently at war with Saudi Arabia, and you're inviting war here in our region. If if uh, if he conquers Colombo and Sri Lanka, I'm gonna declare war. I'll capture this, and I'm gonna capture Diego Garcia also. So we need to eliminate Italy. So let's check. So ONU. How many players are there for ONU? So they have 5 already. So Spain, um, Romania, but I think these players are not active. So, by the way, Ayman is trying to recruit Germany in our cause. So, well, that's how it goes. Sometimes good players needs to band together so they can win the game quickly. That's how it usually goes. But yeah, well, yeah, I will prefer to do. I would like that. I'm not gonna decline it. If they will offer alliance, of course, we're gonna accept them. All we want here is a win. But that's the goal of the game, to win. But we're not gonna shy away from fighting good players if they will decide to go against us. You know. So it's up to him. If you're gonna ally with us, if Germany will ally with us, then I will welcome them. Um, but in order for that to happen, we need to weaken his allies. So in terms of scores, ONU is the leading coalition, followed by Saxon Raiders, and then by the Middle East. I mean, by the where is that? The African coalition. So I think Ayman is working on diplomacy here. So he's very good in diplomacy. Ayman is someone that who's active in communicating with other players. So that's good. So that's why I asked him. He's also the one who invited Bolivia to the coalition. So yeah, he's very good, and that's what he's good at. He's good in diplomacy, and diplomacy is part of the game. Diplomacy is part of the game. It's not just about war, but sometimes it's also good to. It also feels good if you will win the game through diplomacy, right? So if you win a player through diplomacy, it is as if a victory. You don't need to wipe out an enemy. You don't need to conquer your enemy. Sometimes, if you get your enemy to ally with you, that's a win. That's considered as a win. You just use a different strategy, and what you used is the diplomatic strategy instead of, the brute force of going to war against other players. So okay, so if we can win Germany through diplomacy, then we're gonna welcome that, and it's faster doing it that way. So subjugation. So it's also a strategy that you can use. We've used that in Call of War. I've had several games there wherein I subjugated a player, giving them the opportunity to survive the game without being conquered. But they won't be part of the winning coalition though. But they will be allied with us, fight with us. If they got, if they will get to the top 5, then they will be, um, they can become part of the coalition. But anyway, so yeah, diplomacy can win the battle here, and since our forces are in South and North America, as well as in East Asia and in Oceania, so I think um, we are poised to win the game. So let's just check and see, and hopefully we can win Germany through diplomacy. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for supporting. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to like the video. And also, you can join my Discord server that I'm gonna be posting in this video. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.